from 1 o'clock to 3 p.m. Dr. Bellavere will be administering the vaccine. Pre-registration payment is required for all participants. The vaccine will be available for everyone over 60 years of age. The fee for vaccination will be $170. Health insurance will be accepted. Pre-registration and payment is due by October 31st, 2013. To pre-register or to see if your health insurance applies, please contact Heights Specialty Pharmacy located at 450 Boulevard, Hasbrouck Heights, or call 201-288-0404. Same-sex marriage license. Pursuant to a recent court decision, same-sex couples must be afforded the opportunity to enter into marriage in the state of New Jersey as of Monday, October 21st, 2013. In order to comply with the court ruling, local registrars must ensure that the same-sex couples and opposite same-sex couples follow the same procedures that are required to enter into a civil marriage. The Hasbrouck Heights Health Department is prepared to comply with the new court decision and received many questions and has accepted marriage applications from same-sex couples. Building Department report. During the month of October, 45 Uniform Construction Code permits, 15 local permits, 5 approvals of zoning compliance, and 10 certificates of occupancy was issued. The total receipts for these were $12,955. Although most of the permits for home renovations, Harbor Freight was issued the interior demolition for 65 Route 17 site. 83 initial Uniform Construction Code inspections were done during the past month with a passing rate of 91.6%. There were 4 instances where the contractor was not ready for inspection and 3 that had failed. The property maintenance inspector had 11 inspections to follow up with the same residents, people 21 times. 5 warnings were issued, 1 summons was issued, and he took pictures of 15 properties. The building inspector zoning office traveled the Route 17 corridor, taking pictures of illegal signage, pennants, banners, and grand opening signs that is 8 months old. Notice will be sent out, followed by summons if a compliance is not achieved. The zoning board will be hearing an application regarding signage for a 7-Eleven on Route 17 South, and in addition to a home that has non-conforming setbacks. That includes the building department. Senior Center report. The annual senior Halloween costume party will be held on this Thursday, 12 o'clock to 3 p.m. in the Senior Center. There will be hot and cold buffet, dessert, and a DJ for dancing. Costumes are encouraged. There's a monthly calendar of events available at the Senior Center for all senior residents of Hasbrouck Heights. The activities include line dancing, senior yoga, senior aerobics, dance along, bingo, mahjong, games, and cards. Residents can enjoy free coffee and snacks while attending the recreation sponsored activities. Senior Lounge is open every day to watch TV and socialize with friends. Zoom with Gold has started. The classes are great, so if you're interested, come to the center at 12 p.m. on Friday afternoons. If you are interested in our new Silver Sneakers fitness program, stop by the center and put your name on the interest survey. Coming this fall, Senior Bullets League. If you have any programs you'd like to see or added to our calendar of events, call 201-280-4143 and ask for Robert Brady, the Senior Program Coordinator. The bus ride this past Thursday was held with the Senior Center and was a huge success, and everybody had a good time. Center is open daily, 9 o'clock to 4:30 p.m. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilman. Public Facilities and Transportation. Councilman
Thank you, Mayor. This report was issued by our Superintendent, William Spindler. Repairs at the Public Safety Building included the replacement of the HVAC compressor at the police station and roof repair over the firehouse section of the building. The The AC units above the firehouse gate garage have large ducts that are wrapped with insulation that cracked and separated from the metal, allowing water to penetrate into the garage area. One of the 4 units has been rewrapped, and the other 3 units will be done on a schedule which allows for budgeting on this project. This is a personal thank you from me to Billy. At the Borough Hall, a repair of the rear entrance sidewalk was completed as the expansion joint materials needed filling as to avoid any trip hazards. The night light on the clock tower was fixed by the manufacturer as the clock is under warranty. I also like to thank him for this. The glass block on the comfort station at Woodland Park was replaced as it was broken by vandals. Meeting schedules, community room 11, caucus room 6, council chambers 5, senior center 6, not including senior activities, and that concludes my report.
Thank you. Report of mayor. First, I would like to have a moment's silence for the passing of a wonderful person, Teresa Rakamo, and she is the mother of Second Assistant Chief Angela Rakamo, who's been a long time resident, and you might remember her from Young Factions. Thank you. September 26th, 27th, Thursday and Friday, I met with Bruce Season, Michael Korniak on several business matters. Her and I discussed layout of the newspaper, and she brought me up to date on progress with the new publisher layout. I would like to, I would take time to learn the new way to put the borough business bulletin together, and Borough Clerk Rosemary Season did an outstanding job in doing that. Congratulations. It will look beautiful. I prepared for the Town Day Community Awareness Access Candle Table that would be at Town Day. I sorted materials to be given out that day and marked boxes to be brought to Woodland Park. I thank Rob Brady and our Recreation Director, who arranged for youth committee members to help at the cafe table. September 28th, Saturday, 10 a.m. till 2:30 p.m., Kate Palmieri and Paul Nichols were given the task of asking people to fill out forms to update police department records of people who might need help during storms and other emergencies. They were very professional and helpful to the people all day long. CAFA members Brenda Colinari, our secretary, and Councilwoman Pam Link, our treasurer, came to help and answer questions and give out pertinent material all day. Member June Raymond also stopped to help, and later her son, actor Adam Mucci, stopped by. We spoke about how wonderful it was for the kids and residents to have such a fantastic event. Adam, who grew up here, is always a big supporter of his hometown and willing to help us when needed. Miss Teenage New Jersey, Catherine Cunningham, arrived to help between 11 and 1 p.m. and she was whisked away by various groups for photo opportunities, one of which was the Boy Scouts. She was introduced to the crowd of people who came to participate in the big day. It was a beautiful day, and it was wonderful to see all of our town organizations so involved and sharing their time to help make the event a success. Hundreds of children never tired of the great slides and fun amusement pieces, not to mention eating the hot dogs and popcorn. Most important of all, and key to the success of Town Day, was the pre-planning done by our very able and talented Recreation Director, Rob Brady. I want to recognize him and give him a big thank you on behalf of all the residents and especially the children of Hasbrouck Heights. September 29th, 1 p.m., I performed a wedding at the Hilton Hotel, after which I spoke at our library special event. It was a meeting in which the work and cooperation between the boards of trustees and the Friends of the Library were highlighted with special guest speakers. It was very well attended, and Mimi Hoy, our library director, was the perfect host to this informative event. September 30th, Monday, I stopped by the municipal building to fill out my CERT application and check in with Borough Clerk Administrator Cease and Michael Cornell, along with staffers Jean Kirchie, Cindy Palmieri, and Louise Balsamo, the last 2 alternate days in that office, at their desks and or computers, popping up and down to take care of people who stop at the window to seek assistance. I like to stop by at various times during the week to keep up with borough matters, discuss matters brought to my attention on my Saturday mornings in the library, or just meeting people in my travels. I am proud to work with every department, the work every department does, and believe me, not a day is slow or quiet in the municipal building. With phones ringing, people stopping by for various needs, taxpayers dropping by to seek advice from our tax collector, Sheeta Parker, and Assistant Angela Ferraro. There are people needing permits, licenses, and information from Planning and Zoning Board Secretary Dorothy Benice and Board of Health Office Secretary Registrar Laura French and Rob Brady's office, especially on Monday mornings, with about 60 people coming into the phone package. After which he heads to his office to take care of the message board and then plans and completes whatever is necessary for that day's or week's event. The municipal building, as well as our free public library, is hustling and bustling with people and children all day long. Should hop in once in a while. You people are never quiet in this building. October 2nd, Wednesday, 7 p.m., the first in a series of 7 classes began. Barry Leventhal is in charge and will be assisted by some members of the Hasbrouck Heights Fire Department. First class was very informative, and we received a big packet of material that will help us learn emergency rescue techniques. October 7th, Tuesday, I attended the Bergen County League of Municipalities, where we learned of the new program sponsored through the Attorney General's office and in conjunction with County Prosecutor Molinelli, who was also in attendance to explain what a good program this is. And I know that the resolution was on the list today, and I just want to ask the chief to explain to the people why you think this is such a good program, because I didn't think of that part.
You're talking about the Fugitive State program. The Chief Association also fully backs this program, and it's very important. I know they're going to be running it in Hudson County, I think, where the pickup's going to be, but especially for us in Hasbrouck Heights, when somebody has a warrant and you stop them in a motor vehicle, you come across them from some other violation, they may tend to want to fight you or resist, and you don't even really know sometimes what you're rolling up on. So it's shown that they've had several of these in the area, and when people come, they turn them in peacefully, so you stop that confrontation where an officer or that party could get injured. So we'd much rather have the people turn themselves in. They work with them quickly on the bail program. It's much safer. It's not only safe for the participant, but it's also safe for police and the public if they turn themselves in. I think, especially here in Hasbrouck Heights, where we have major highways, Patterson, Newark, New York City close by, and crisscrossing, and we never know what's driving down the road. So I think it's an excellent program.
The representative of the Attorney General's office mentioned that they have a minimum of 4 judges in the building at one time, because that's how many people come to settle their warrants. And that in some instances, they come from out of the country to settle. One person came in to settle $15,000 worth of warrants that she had from years and years ago. And they settled it for a lesser amount and wiped the slate clean. Some people get crazy with parking and overtime warrants apparently, and just never pay it. Yeah. So this is working out to be.
Yeah, sometimes people start with a parking violation, they don't pay it, and then it goes to the drunk driving, and then all of a sudden they get pulled over, they panic, and there's a whole big confrontation where this program will allow them to go in, turn themselves in, be before a judge, and most of them, if it's non-violent, they'll probably be back on the street, and they'll work out a payment schedule or something. So it works out well. People settle up, and we don't have those problems.
It's a very complex program, but a very good one.
Yeah, I mean, they did a whole thing on how they do it.
Statewide.
Yeah.
This time they're going to have it in Jersey City, I believe. 2 locations, one at a church and one at, I think, a civic center. Thank you, Michael. 10 a.m. I met with our administrator, Michael Cornett, to go over matters that we met with the to go over borough business proofs and copy. 7 p.m. we had a short finance committee meeting. Chair Pamela Link, Justin Cleveland, and I met with Financial Officer Michael Cognac, 8 p.m. council meeting, and you have the report on that. October 11th, Friday, 10 a.m. return proofs with corrections to Rose, and she had more proofs for me to read. She is doing a great job with the new program, and the paper looks good. October 15th, Wednesday, Senate election, 7 p.m. cert class. October 17th, Thursday, 2 Brownie troops along with their leaders came to visit with me. They were Brownie Troop 4703 and Brownie Troop 5291. Young ladies who came were Isabella Hernandez, Olivia Luce, Olivia Roque, Isabella Playa, Riley D'Amico, Annalisa Tahiri, Victoria Stelic, and troop leaders for 5291, Regina Hernandez and Kim Luce. Brownie Troop 4703, Tess Cangelosi, Kate Decker, Chrissy Coster, Jordan Metcalf, Ashwara Doda, Veronica Burns, Amanda Binder, Sophia Sancilio, Emily Balmasada, Ellie Cipolium, Angelica Duffy, Chloe Antigua, Amila Stalick, and the troop leaders Suzanne Angelosi and Gina Decker. The children were wonderful. We went over what it entails to be a mayor, and we took a tour outside of all the mayor's portraits and went over each mayor, and most of the streets are named after those mayors. So every time a street on which one of the scouts lived, they got all excited to see the name of the mayor for whom their street was named. So it was really exciting. Rose spoke to them about being a borough clerk, and we gave them leftover, what do you call those bags? Backpacks from the Easter egg. So they were thrilled. They were wonderful children. And they also told me all the things they wanted to be when they grew up. And a lot of them want to be models. The next favorite thing was teacher. They wanted to be teachers, which was very nice. October 21st, Monday, I stopped at the municipal building to go over some business. I again commended working receipts for a job well done. I also send my thanks to all of the departments who contributed to the Borough Business Bulletin. It is so important for the public to know what work is being done, and this is a good way to communicate the achievements of our hardworking department heads and members of the men and women of the departments. My thanks and congratulations to all. October 22nd, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Finance meeting was held just before this council meeting. And I did ask Mr. Kremyak to distribute a report that I had requested on policy regarding the use of surplus. And you'll do that to the entire council?
You'll distribute
Oh, you did
that.
it already? You did it already?
Rose.
Oh, okay, thank you. Some of those things are important for them to see. I continue to hold my Saturday meetings at the library, and of course I invite residents to feel free to come visit on matters of interest to them. I am in the process of adding to my Saturdays by having special topics of interest to be discussed on Saturdays throughout the year. I will be announcing my plans in the near future. The mayor's, as you heard, the Ragamuffin Parade is this coming Saturday, and Melissa Nazaro and Lisa Keish are co-chairpersons of this event, and the children will meet at the Public Safety Building on Hamilton Avenue in March to the municipal building. Once they arrive, they will go to the senior center and have refreshments and entertainment will be provided. I really would like for the residents to stop to see it because it's a fun day to watch all these children. This concludes my report. No new business, Rose? And the consent agenda.
176, awarding a bid for construction of Coolidge Avenue, 177, authorizing approval of 2013-2014 licenses for commercial sale of certain motor vehicle dealers, 178, supporting the Fugitive Safe Surrender Program, 179, endorsement of certificate of sale number 2013-000, for cancellation, 180, approving raffle license for ETSA Hasbrouck High School, 181, amending Z Spirits LLC liquor license to include trading as the municipal.
I have a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second?
Second, Your
Roll
Honor.
call, please.
Councilman Zepeza.
Yes.
Councilwoman Buckner. Yes. Councilman Gonzalez.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lewis.
Yes.
Councilman
Yes.
Councilman Semmings.
Yes.
I May I have a motion to open the meeting to the public?
So moved, Your
Mayor,
Honor.
before that motion, I'd like to have the floor. I'd like to have the floor before that motion.
I'm sorry.
I'd like to have some business that I'd like to ask the council about. I'd like the floor.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.